Can silver price really get over $1,000 an ounce this decade? Well, according to this chart, it's got a chance. SD Bullion is giving away a monster box of 2024 Tree of Life silver coins. Sign up today at sdbullion.com/sweepstakes. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. In this video, I want to talk about silver price, where it is now, and where it could possibly go in the next few years. So this chart we're looking at right now, this is actually silver price back in the year 2012, and you can see the last time silver was over $32.50 an ounce was December 13th of 2012. Fast forward to today, silver is sitting at $32.37 right now. So we are at a near 12-year high for the silver price. You can see it is now the highest it's been all year. Back in May, it did eclipse $32 an ounce, but it did not get as high as it is right now. And in fact, if we look at the start of the year, you can see silver was priced under $24 an ounce. So it's gone up over $8, about $8.50 so far this year. It's not showing any signs of slowing down. But how high could silver go this decade? I want to talk about this chart, which is saying that silver could go over $1,000 an ounce by the end of the decade. I'll talk about why they're making this prediction, and then I'll give you my honest thoughts on whether or not this is even possible. So they say silver price projections next 10 years. There are several ways of predicting silver prices: parabolic movement, Fibonacci trend extension, ratio of one asset's price to another asset's price, i.e. the silver to gold ratio, or SGR. Normally I think it's the GSR. Kind of interesting they switch silver and gold there, but that's okay. Elliott waves, and then price gain as a percentage. They go on to say gold is in a secular bull market. I certainly think this is true. Gold is at an all-time high, and it continues to go up week after week. They continue on. Every bull market has three distinct phases. The third phase of a bull market is characterized by euphoria/mania. Prices tend to reach levels that surprise even the staunchest of bulls. The third phase of gold's secular bull market has yet to occur. Silver prices are loosely correlated to gold prices. Higher prices for the yellow metal means higher prices for silver. So there is some truth in this. If we do hit that mania phase and the mainstream media is talking about gold and silver every day, and people are trying to pile on, get in before silver hits $100 an ounce, $200, $300. I mean, I could certainly see lots of hype surrounding both gold and silver and the metals going to places we didn't think possible, but I don't know about 4-digit silver this decade. They do talk about the gold-silver ratio. They're getting it right here, GSR. So gold-silver ratio chart. They show how silver is cheap relative to gold right now, how the ratio is showing that silver is a better buy. They talk about how historically the gold-silver ratio has been in the 12 to 15 range in the civilizations that used both silver and gold as money, and they also point out that every human civilization throughout recorded history has used silver as money at some point. They go on to point out that only 8 or 9 ounces of silver are mined for every ounce of gold mined. So if you look at the mining ratio, then the GSR is way off. I mean, right now it's like 80 to 1, should be 8 or 9 to 1, perhaps 12 or 15 to 1, depending on what you're looking at. And then they give you some numbers here, the price of gold, and then if the ratio was 15 or 8, what silver would be. Let's actually do this with today's gold prices. Today, the price of gold is $2,663 per ounce. We're going to divide that by 15. That gives us $177 silver. So if the GSR was 15 to 1, we're looking at $177 silver today. What about if it was 8 to 1? 2,663 divided by 8, you're looking at $332 silver if it was fixed to the mining ratio. So again, silver coming out of the ground, about 8 ounces for every 1 ounce of gold. If that is a fixed ratio with the price of gold today, you're looking at over $300 silver. So these numbers are not looking so outlandish anymore. But there is one thing I want to point out in regards to this chart here. You can see that the price predictions were made in June of 2019, and by May 2023, they're saying silver should be at $50 an ounce. May 2024, $70 an ounce. Clearly, we have not hit $50 or $70 silver in the last few years. So these predictions are already wrong. But let's say we shift the goalposts, move this back 2 years. So instead of May 2023, you're looking at May 2025. Could we see $50 silver then? That certainly does seem possible. How about 2026, $70 silver? That also seems possible. So if silver does go parabolic, could we see $13.50 silver by the end of the decade? Well, according to this chart, we could. But in my honest opinion, I think that unless we have some sort of hyperinflationary event, we're not going to see these insane numbers for silver. I think even if we do enter the mania phase for silver, I personally don't see it going over $100 to $200 an ounce. Now, could it go higher? Sure, it absolutely could. But for it to hit over $1,000 an ounce, I think the dollar needs to be in a death spiral. The cost of everything needs to be going up. And if we hit hyperinflation, then yeah, of course $1,000 silver is possible. $1 million silver is possible, because eventually the dollar would just go to zero. Everything would be worth infinite dollars or no dollars, and then it will get priced in a new currency. So I think this chart is a little bit outlandish. I don't really see this happening. So in my opinion, we're not going to see the crazy numbers on this chart unless we go into hyperinflation. And if we do go into hyperinflation, you're probably not going to be super concerned about the price of silver. You're going to be concerned about putting food on the table and maintaining some sort of normal lifestyle for you and your family. But all that being said, hey, silver is at the highest price it's been in over a decade. I think it is going to continue to rise as rates come down, and if we see more geopolitical events worsening, for example, wars getting worse, I think this could also push silver price much higher. So I think silver has a bright future moving into 2025 and throughout the rest of the decade. But will we see $1,000 silver? I don't know. You tell me down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.